The 20-lap A main event coming up in the Pitts Homes A modified division as they come down the front chute here. Tim Setzer on the pole, Matt Johnson on the outside, Terry Schultz, Chad Lyle make up row 2. Dean William, Matt Dotson make up row 3. Steve Twinner and Caleb Bray in row 4. Nathan Vaughn, Justin Moon in row 5. Row 6, Buddy Thompson and Christopher Moon. Row 7, Johnny Fellers and Colson Kirk in the 5K. Row 8, Brian Troxel and Tim Dotson in the 70 car, and Aaron Morant in the 70 car, Dotson in the 67. Jimmy Dow is a scratch for this one. If he was with us earlier tonight, Jimmy had a engine let go working down the front chute here. So Dow back on the trailer there. Tough night for him. Hope to have Jimmy Dow back with us next week. Well, Pace Truck makes its way back into the infield. Lights out, set to go green flag racing here. 20 laps of racing in the Pitts Homes A modified division. Setzer working down right around the bottom, wheel to wheel. Him and Matt Johnson worked their way off of turn 2 down the back chute. Still side by side into turn 3 and 4. Johnson lets the car drift up a little bit. Setzer down on the bottom. Spin over in the middle of turns 3 and 4. Nathan Vaughn around in the 12V car. That will bring out the caution. Vaughn able to refire the 12 car, but get back underway here again. Able to refire the car, but will be a complete restart as not getting a full lap in. It will reset the field here for you. Field beginning to line back up 2 by 2. Once again, it will be a complete restart. Tim Setzer, Matt Johnson on the front row. Terry Schultz, Chad Lyle in row 2. Dean William, Matt Dotson in row 3. Steve Twinner and Caleb Bray in row 4. Nathan Montag in the tail of the field in the 12V car. So field looks good. Lights out. We'll come back green flag racing down the front chute here as cars work their way over into turn 3. All right, green flag back up in the air. Setzer, Johnson bring him down out of turn 4. Setzer right down on the bottom. Johnson this time with the advantage. Got a big run off of the high side. Matt Johnson got away from him now. And Nathan Vaughn still having trouble over in turn 2. That car looping it over there. We'll see whether he can keep his momentum going. Looks like he does, and we will snap caution coming out on the speedway. All right, Setzer now. Oh, big time. Everybody together down here. Things went big time. Crashed down here just as we was getting set to go. Green flag racing. Chad Lyle involved in that in the 53 car. Several cars making, looks like as they all begin to bring the cars up to speed. Cars getting together down into turn 4 area, so bringing out the caution. I believe they changed a left rear tire on that 90 car of Terry Schultz. Went back to the hot pit area. Looks like they got him back repaired and back out onto the speedway. So lights out once again. We'll try this again. It's still 20 laps of racing here. The Pitts Homes A modified division. Tim Setzer, rather, excuse me, and Caleb Bray on the front row as they come back. Green flag racing. Green flag up in the air. Setzer with the advantage off of turn 2. Dean Willie tucks right in down behind him now. He'll fall into second. Out over the top goes the 67 car. I believe that is Tim Dotson out over the top. We'll see whether, and caution will come out on this one more time as Tim Dotson in the 67 car. Dean Willie and Justin Moon make up row 2. Steve Twinner, Brian Troxel make up row 3. Buddy Thompson, and look at Aaron Moran. Aaron Moran actually started this tailback on the field. He is all the way up outside of row 4 right now on the 70 car. So Moran could go 2 for 2 tonight if he can keep his momentum to the front as we come back green flag racing. Setzer with the advantage as the field follows him down the back chute into turn 3. Dean Willie rim riding high, and the 68 car holds on to it, but he's going to lose a spot to Caleb Bray. Bray in the 1B car now comes into the second spot. You see the hood coming up on the 1B of Bray now. Some damage on the front of that car as Dean Willie makes his way back around him. Willie goes back into second, and Caleb Bray shoots it out over the top, rim ride, and holds on to it. He'll stay in it, but going to give up about 6th position. A 2-car breakaway right now. Tim Setzer and Dean Willie now starting to separate themselves from the field. And around goes Caleb Bray and Dotson in the 67 car around, as well as Brian Troxel in the 56 car. That is 2 on Tim Dotson in the 67 car. That will put him on the trailer. 2-spin rule in effect, so 2 spins for Tim Dotson as that will put him on the trailer. Brian Troxel also around in that. And Caleb Bray actually starting that, got up on the high side. Looks like he was going to go out over the top, but tried to save it. Car looped around, and Tim Dotson and Brian Troxel also getting involved in that one. They're not going to make the call back up onto the speedway. Tough break for Caleb Bray, young man out of Archie, Missouri. So we're going to go lights out, come back green flag racing here with 2 down, 18 to go. 2 down, 18 to go. Tim Setzer is your current leader right now. He'll bring him down out of the banking off of turn 4 as we come back green flag racing. Tim Setzer picking right back up where he left off. He'll lead him down the back chute into turns 3 and 4. Dean Willie now starting to take a peek down to the inside, looking to the inside of him, wheel-to-wheel action to the... Setzer knows he's there, cut him off down in the bottom, down here in turns 1 and 2. They battle back down the back chute. Terry Schultz working his way back up into the 3rd spot now. A little contact between Dean Willie and Tim Setzer. Dean Willie getting a good run off of the corners, but straightaway speed Tim Setzer seems to be able to hold him off, as now Terry Schultz starting to get into the mix too. Now it's a 3-car separation as Aaron Morant sets in the 4th spot now on the 70 car. Matt Dotson in the 88D car now making his way up into the 5th spot as well. Aaron Morant tiptoeing up on the high side, just about got it out over the top, gathers it back in, but that allowed the 88D car of Matt Dotson to close up on him. As caution comes out on the speedway once again for the 56 car of Brian Troxel. And that is 2 on Brian Troxel, so that will put Troxel on the trailer as well tonight. That's 6 laps down, 14 to go. 6 down, 14 to go. Brian Troxel, 2-spin rule in effect. He will take that car back to the pit area. Terry Schultz, after having to go into the pit area and replacing the left rear tire on that car, back up into the 3rd spot right now. He is a defending points champion here at the LA Raceway, so Terry Schultz may be looking to bring that 90 car down into victory lane here. You're gonna got some couple tough guys ahead of him. Schultz making it work up on the high side, moves around Dean Willie now, continuing the charge to the front. Terry Schultz maybe has found something up on the high side as he works around the top. Sensor stays down on the bottom. Tim Setzer down on the bottom. Big time run off of the high side. Terry Schultz leads him down into turn 3. From the back to the front, Terry Schultz, new leader as they wheel off at turn 4. Tim Setzer falls back into second. Dean Willie running third. Now Dean Willie down the bottom next to make the move underneath of Tim Setzer. Willie down on the inside. Setzer working up on the high side. The battle for second. Matt Dotson sitting back in the 4th spot. Aaron Morant sitting in 5th. Terry Schultz, after having to go to the back, after changing the left rear tire, back in command of the field right now as they come by halfway through this one. 10 down, 10 to go, 10 down, 10 laps remaining. Matt Dotson, the 88D car, now trying to work underneath the 51 of Tim Setzer, the battle for third. Dotson about a half a car length advantage over him now. Now will clear him down into turn 3 and 4. Give Matt Dotson the 3rd spot. Schultz, Dean Willie, Matt Dotson, Tim Setzer, your top 4. Schultz continuing to draw away. Dean Willie trying to run him down. Aaron Morant sitting in the 5th spot. Colson Kirk out of Urbana, Missouri, running in 6th in the 5th car. Chad Lyle, the 53 car, trying to work his way back up to the front as well. Matt Dotson in the 88D car off the track over on the outside of turn 2. Caution will come out on the speedway. Dotson in the 88 car had been running up in the 3rd spot. And unfortunately, 2-spin rule in effect. That is 2 on Matt Dotson. So that will take the young man that was running in the 3rd spot out of contention tonight, as he will have to go back to the trailer as well. So as we are working into the second half of this race with 13 laps down, 7 to go. 13 down, 7 laps remaining. As cars kind of get jumbled up as we come back, green flag racing here once again. Dean Willie having some trouble down there. Car in 6, slid all the way up. He will go from 3rd all the way to tailback on the field. And Dean Willie taking the 68 car back to the pit area. Tough break for the young man out of Warrensburg. Attrition playing a big factor on this field tonight as another car, the 68 of Dean Willie, makes his way back into the pit area. 15 down, 5 to go at the line here. 15 laps down, 5 to go. Schultz, Tim Setzer, and Chad Lyle now back up into the 3rd spot. Lyle, another one of the cars that had to go make repairs, started at the tail, working his way back to the front now, up into the 3rd position. Aaron Morant continues to rim ride up on the high side. Had to give up a spot there as Colson Kirk in the 5 car moved around him now. Kirk down at the bottom now. He will take over 4th. Aaron Morant falls back into 5th. Steve Twenter running in 6th. Latter stages of this one, 17 down, 3 to go. 17 down, 3 to go. Good battle right now for the 4th spot. Aaron Morant down on the bottom. Colson Kirk up on the high side. Wheel-to-wheel action. They continue down into turns 3 and 4. Morant drives it in down on the bottom. Kirk trying to protect the bottom, slides up. leader working his way back through turns 3 and 4. He'll see the white flag this time as he works off of turn 4. Schultz, Tim Setzer, Chad Lyle, your top 3. Terry Schultz, your leader, works his way down into turns 3 and 4. Final time, he can see the checkered flag in the air. Your winner of the 90 car of Terry Schultz. A good way to start off the season. The defending points champion Terry Schultz bringing the 90 car back into victory lane. We'll give you the top 5 finishers. Finishing up in the 5th spot was a 70 car of Aaron Moran. Finishing up in the 4th spot was a 5 car of Colson Kirk. Running 3rd, the 53 car of Chad Lyle. Finishing up in the 2nd spot was a 51 car of Tim Setzer. And your winner making his way down into the KO Good Time Oldies 98.5 The Bar FM winner circle down there, Terry Schultz, your defending points champion here in the A Modified division, picking up yet another feature win here tonight. And there he is. He's got the helmet off, race fans. He's crawling out of the car. Big round of applause, if you would, for Terry Schultz.